Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Mr. Bowen, and I'm coming to you with another episode here with B&B Laboratories. In this laboratory session here, we are going to be breaking down properties of minerals. Yes, these properties of minerals we were able to use to help us identify the minerals, okay? In this video here, guys, we are going to be looking at color, okay? It's no secret that minerals have a ton of different colors, beautiful colors, shiny colors, some very easy on the eye, and we make jewelry out of a lot of these, okay? So a lot of them can be beautiful here. But as we look through these different colors, and I'm just going to kind of put two different randoms out right now so you guys can kind of see the difference is in color, okay? Here we have yellow and kind of this chalky, whitish looking mineral here. Okay, so very much a difference in color. And when I add a third one here, again, we can kind of see that. Let me flip that over. Many different colors in these minerals that we may be looking at over a given period of time. Okay, guys. However, as helpful as this whole concept can be for us to look at minerals and see their colors, an example of it being helpful, let's take a look at quartz here for a second. I'm going to put quartz in here, and I'm going to cut this out of the way so we can have more room. Okay, so this is a beautiful crystal structure of quartz right here when we look at this. But if we're just strictly looking at quartz, well, then color can come in big hand for us to help us identify what we're looking at here. Okay, so this is our quartz that we'll look at right here. Okay, here's your quartz. And now if I bring another one in here, very similar in structure, as you can look at, however, different color that we're looking at here. And let me see if I can put this up here. This is amethyst, okay, amethyst here. Okay, so here's a nice example where color is going to come into play here for us to help identify these two different minerals. Okay, they're both type of quartz that we're looking at here. Okay, we looked at, let me get these out of the way so I can fit the next one here. I'm going to bring another quartz in here so you can see all the different colors here that we're looking at. Okay, so here we have our regular quartz here, we have our amethyst, and here again I will bring in your rose quartz. Okay, now the color variations come here because, like I said, these are all types of quartz here. The color variation, this is coming to the impurities that's finding in it. Okay, so when our quartz over here formed, what I'm holding here in my hand, is very clean. Very clean process, giving us that very clear look to it coming through here. This reddish look here, this pinkish look we're seeing here with the rose quartz here, there are some impurities that were this process when this mineral formed. And again, you can see that here when you look at the amethyst part of the quartz. Okay, so again, now this is an example where color can come into a big hand for us and help us identify these. So if you're in a quartz family identifying this, you can easily at this point kind of identify these as the three different types of quartz that you might be looking at. If I get rid of the rose quartz and our regular quartz here, I'm going to bring in fluorite here for a second. Okay, let me take this out here. Here's fluorite, another color, a lot of shine coming off there. Let me bring it over here. Okay, a lot of color coming off there. That's a good spot for it there. Okay, it has that bluish purplish look to it as well. Now color, again, we identified. However, if you were going through this process, you didn't know what family, you didn't know you were in a quartz family, you might have two minerals that kind of look like this, very similar in color in this regard. Okay, so if you were leaning towards color to try to identify these two minerals, you would be stuck. All right, you would be stuck. You would not be able to get to the point where you understood this as amethyst and this over here is fluorite. Okay, so you'd be in a little bit of trouble. You're going to have to absolutely go to a few other properties to start to identify this. Okay, one property you can look at here would be the hardness test. All right, amethyst, looking over here, it's going to be much harder. Okay, it's going to be about 6 on the hardness scale here for us. Fluorite, it's going to be at a 4. Okay, over here. So you're going to have much difference in there. All right, you would also may go to the streaks and other different aspects and properties that we're going to be looking at here throughout this video series that we're doing this, guys. Okay, so color can be very helpful, like I showed you here, when you know what you're kind of dealing with, really some separatists. However, it also is probably the least helpful when it comes to all of the properties we look at there. So just be careful. It's not that it's not helpful, because it obviously is, but in some cases it's not very helpful to us at all. But they are absolutely beautiful to look at, guys. All right, thank you, and stay tuned for more properties of minerals videos from B&B Laboratories.